Hello and welcome back. In this section we'll be talking about the font in the home ribbon. The font in the home ribbon. Under the font partition we have the font face. This one, the font face, you should see. When I place my cursor on the font, it shows me a tooltip telling me pick new font for your text. We have the font size. At this place you choose this, you change the size of your text. Okay, let's say we have a text cup, CUP. When I highlight it, the size is in size 11. So to increase the size, I can click on this place, choose a bigger size, or I can click inside, delete this one and write a size of my choice. You see, or I can click any of these two, this one to increase the font, or this to go down to decrease the font. Then to change the face of my font, I can click on this one to bring down the list of fonts that I have. You see, okay, let me bring this text to center so it can be seen properly. Click on here, we have the Calibri lights, the Calibri. We have this the list of the recently used fonts of these fonts I've used before. Then here we'll find all the fonts. I can scroll down to choose from the list of fonts in Microsoft Word. Okay, let me go with this one, Clarendon. Click on it, you see the fonts. Now these fonts are like different handwritings in Microsoft Word. It is like different handwritings. Just like your writing is different, my own writing is different, another person's writing is different. It is like a collection of writings, different writings. They are now called fonts. So from here you can choose the fonts or different kind of fonts depending on where you are using this document or where you want to use the document. If it's an official document, I would advise that you stick to Times New Roman. Times New Roman. You see? But if it's something that is unofficial, you can use any font of your choice. Now, to bold a font, you can click this one. To italicize a font. To underline a font. Now, the bold, the italics, the underline, they are both highlighted. To unbold, you click on it again. To remove italics, to remove underline, you see that. Now, to change the color of a font, I can choose from here, font color, you see, font color. Click on the arrow here and choose any color of my choice. Click on the arrow, choose any color of my choice. Now, to change the color of a text, make sure that you highlight the particular text or group of texts that you want to change the color. For instance, if I want to change only the color of C, I'll highlight C, click here, choose the color. You see, now this font color is only applicable to C and not CUP. This is very important. If I want to change the color of a text, I highlight the text that I want to change the color and click on the color that I want to change. See that? Okay. If I want, for instance, to apply underline effects, I highlight the color, click on the underline, just this arrow beside the underline, you have a list of different underline effects. We have the dotted underline, the dashed underline, the dotted dashed underline, the dot dash underline, the wave underline. Also, you can choose the underline color from here. Now, remember that I told you that whenever you see this arrow here, it means there is more. There is more. So clicking this arrow brings out the font dialog box. Clicking the arrow brings out the font dialog box. On the font dialog box, you see you have more settings that you can change. You are faced with more settings that can be configured. We have here the fonts, where you can choose the font. Here we have the font style, that is regular, italics, bold, italics. Then here you change the font size. This is the default font size we have available. However, you can choose a particular font size of your choice. We also have the font color here, where you can choose the color of your font. We have the underline style, and we have the underline color. Now here are other effects that are applicable to a particular text. Now let's check out this effect and see what they do one by one. Let me write a text, bingo. I have bingo as underlined. Go back to this place. I want to remove the underline in bingo. I click here and say none. Say OK. The underline disappears. Go back to the font dialog box. I want to change the font color. I choose a black color. Go back again. Now if I want to strike through, see the effect. If I want to double strike through, see the effect. So why not go over to this place, maybe pause the video and try out other effects and see what happens when you try them out. Please note that when you continue typing, the system maintains that effect. To avoid this, always make sure you go back to the effect and uncheck the effect so that you can proceed with your typing. Also, I want us to look at the change case. If I accidentally typed everything in small letter and suddenly I now realize I need to change back the letters to capital letter, all I need to do, I don't need to panic. All I need to do is click on this place and I click on uppercase. Uppercase changes all the letters to capital letter, or I click on lowercase. You see, I can as well click on capitalize each word. Clicking on this one capitalizes the first letter of every word in this document. You see, uppercase, lowercase, capitalize each word. It capitalizes the first letter of every word in this document. Okay, also we have the sentence case. The sentence case formats this document as if this is a sentence by making the appropriate punctuations. The first letter becomes capital letter and every other thing becomes small letter. Now, if for some reason I just want this one to capitalize the first letter, I can put my cursor or highlight it at this point, come to this place and say capitalize each word. See that? It capitalizes that particular one. Okay, this one, capitalize each word. I can say capitalize each word. Then if I say capitalize each word by highlighting everything, and for some reason I want to make the capital letters small letter, that is lowercase. I want to make the uppercase letters lowercase and the lowercase letters uppercase, that is mixing the cases. I can come here and click on toggle case. You see, it looks funny anyway, but that is what it's used for. Come back again, toggle case, changes it back. You see that? Also, if for some reason I applied some effects on my document, remember I said after highlighting, choose the effects. If for any reason I applied an effect to my document, and after a while I discovered I don't want this anymore, I can click on the clear formatting, clear all formatting. What this does is it clears every formatting I have in this document and restores it to the default setting, that is the setting it was, the original setting. Clicking on this place clears every formatting and leaves only the normal unformatted text, that is the original setting. Okay, remember I said at the beginning that if what you're typing is a formal document, you use Times New Roman, and the font size should not exceed size 14 if it is an official document. But if it's not an official document, you can use any font of your choice. But if it's official, you maintain Times New Roman and between size 12 and 14. So you see, size 12, how legible it is, then size 14, how legible it is. See that? Thank you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and leave a comment if you have a question.